Hi, friends. Thanks for joining us on the Energy Independence Group show. Today we have Sean Austin from UNIrac, and we're going to be talking about innovation in the solar industry with culture, service, and products. And so we're excited to have Sean today. Sean, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what motivated you to get into the solar industry?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started in the solar industry in about 2015. So before that, I really didn't know much at all about solar. I had a buddy that I used to work with. I came from the cell phone industry for about 10 years. I ran a few retail stores in New Mexico. And I had a buddy that I worked with for a long time. He actually got out into solar through the distribution program out there in New Mexico, and he let me know they were hiring. And I went through the process, and I didn't know anything about it, but I was looking forward to it. I got hired on as an outside sales rep for a distributor, and that's how I ended up actually meeting all the UNIrac people and getting on board with UNIrac as well. So it's definitely been a fun journey, but there's a lot of learning involved and a big learning curve. But very excited to be here with UNIrac, and just learning as fast as I can to try to keep up with the solar industry right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I have to say that UNIrac has great service and a lot of good things going for it. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about UNIrac and the history of the company and what you think makes UNIrac unique?
Yeah, absolutely. UNIrac, it started in 1998 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's my hometown where I was born and raised. So, they got a hold of me when I actually already lived out here. So it was pretty cool that I get to go back to my hometown for corporate meetings and things like that. But we've outlived our warranty. I mean, we've been around since '98, so we've outlived our original 20-year warranty, and we're one of the longest tenured racking companies out there. So, we cover everything from residential, commercial to utility projects. Anything in the racking business is something that we actually are a part of.
That's great. Well, at Energy Independence Group, we've used some of your products and we've really kind of fallen in love, so to speak, with some of the ballast systems that we could put on commercial properties. Could you tell me what some of the new products may be or some of your favorite products there at UNIrac?
Yeah. Honestly, we have a product just for about anything that you possibly could need in terms of racking, whether, like I said earlier, commercial, flat roof projects, residential, ground mounts, pretty much anything you can think of, we have a option for. I just love the fact of how innovative UNIrac is, and everybody, working hard with the product and product development, and just different things that we're coming out with. So there are a couple different items that I like the most, and the reason why is because I consider them a game changer, really. Overall, our SFM railless product, it's been in design and development for 4+ years, and it's always getting better and doing more and more. So just the things that you can do with railless, and nationwide, it's really taking off. Being able to do a portrait or landscape in the same array, or different things that help the installer. It's a faster install process. So it's different than installing rail, but once you learn the process, it tends to be a lot faster than just a regular rail install. On top of that, it's very, very, very good for logistics. So just an example, we had a customer show up to a job site, and we were out there to help train, and they actually showed up and we didn't know where the material was. Well, the owner of the company was there. He pulled up in his Tesla and opened the back seat of his Tesla, and there was an 8 kilowatt racking system in the back of his Tesla. So there's definitely a lot of cool features with SFM. But like I said, it's definitely the best looking product out there. And I mean, I might be a little bit biased, but I mean, at the same time, we did a poll with just random homeowners, and we put pictures of different racking systems up, and 87% of those users chose our SFM railless product, over for just the way it looks. So, homeowners like it. It's easier to install. It's faster to install. If homeowners are liking it, they're going to refer it to their friends and family. So it's something that we're definitely proud of. On top of that, we have a new product out, which is it's been out since SPI back in September, but it's called Flash Lock, and it's a flashless L-foot. So it helps because you're not having to dig up shingles on the roof. You're not having to do anything like that to get the rail down or the flashing down. So you're just basically lagging the lag bolt down, filling it with your chem link, and once that's done, I mean it's a finished product. So it's just a lot faster. And I mean, little things like that we're always constantly working on are definitely what separates us from our competition that's out there. Is we're always looking for something new and something better. So I'm pretty proud of that with UNIrac.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, product development is important and peace of mind to the customer. I think warranty has a big role to play in that. Can you tell us a little bit about the warranty for UNIrac, and is there a difference between that warranty and the rest of the products that we see in the market?
Yeah, absolutely. So warranty it's a big deal to homeowners. I mean, that's what is ultimately is going to come down to them, and it's a great selling point to the homeowner. We've been around again since 1998. So in 2018, we hit our 20-year anniversary. So we increased our warranty from 20 to 25 years, and we were the first to do that in the industry. That way we could kind of, go along with the panels and the inverters that customers are using. And now, with racking, the whole system is a 25-year warranty. So, we're always being innovative and always trying to set the standard. And once we do something, we see that others start to do things like that. So, I'm pretty proud of that as well. As with UNIrac, we do, take advantage of that, and we're kind of the first to do things, and others, keep coming along. So, it's definitely something I'm proud of, and happy that we have the best warranty out there.
That's great. Well, I think service is really key. And I think you guys do have proven your service and your warranty, and your product is good. But also, I think the culture there is pretty unique at UNIrac. I think you guys are fun and talented, and there must be something about the company that really attracts people like you and others. And for instance, can you tell me a little bit about the dog days, or the kind of the dog story, maybe some cats too, that you guys do at your company?
Yeah. So we always every year at the beginning of the year we get a calendar out, and it shows what days that we're allowed to bring the dogs to work. I mean, pretty much any day. If we had to bring our dog to work, if you had a vet appointment, anything like that, we could take our dog to work into corporate. But I mean, it's just something that it relieves a lot of stress. A lot of people around the office, worried about day-to-day things, and have a little fluffy furry dog running up to you kind of chills everything out for a little bit. So they're always trying different things to make employees happier, and that's why everybody with UNIrac loves working for UNIrac. I mean, there's definitely a difference coming to work and knowing that your best friend, your dog, can come with you. So people are excited about that, and it's definitely a differentiator in the market, and something that we can have a little bit of fun with.
Yeah, and I kind of understand that a lot of companies really stepped up in this moment to provide the tools and the flexibility for people like you and others who have family at home and trying to get through this coronavirus. Would you say that the UNIrac and its team have adapted, or at least been prepared for this moment with technology, communication, and customer service?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's something really important to UNIrac, and it's something that our operations team, from the CEO down, everybody involved was paying attention to this long before it actually got to the U.S. and trying to mitigate logistics, and trying to deal with the differences in with material coming from China or material coming from other parts of the world. We really had to get out there and make sure that we were diversified, and that we're able to really, if anything did happen in terms of not being able to get material, things like that, that we were able to come and be prepared for something like what's happening right now. So before this even happened, I mean, before the Chinese New Year's, we always stock up, because we've been in this situation many years. So we're fully prepared. We have a good inventory in Albuquerque, in our hometown, But we also have a large supply chain. Credit to our operations managers and to our entire team just for planning ahead, because that's something that we really do take pride in, is our lead times and things to get our products out to the customers that are really in need, especially now when there's a lot of uncertainty.
Absolutely. Well, there's been, they call the solar market the solar coaster. It's such a fast-growing industry, such an innovative industry, and I think that UNIrac has proven to be a long-standing innovative company and has adapted and prepared very well. Can you tell me a little about what you think the future of solar is going to be compared to what is now, the growth that is going to occur, and this moment may be a delay, it may be a turning point for us, and we may see a lot of growth. What do you think is going to result from this moment, and maybe some kind of silver lining to what we're seeing out there?
Yeah, I mean, the coronavirus really tested the solar industry. One thing that we get used to in solar is that we got to get used to change. Everything's always changing, so this is just another wrench thrown into it. But I mean, it's something that I believe that in the solar industry, everybody's in it more than just for themselves. So that makes it a better experience. And I think that with how resilient we are, how resilient everybody in the solar industry is, that we can adapt to it. It's just another day, like you said, on a solar coaster. So, I'm really optimistic for the future. I think that there's a lot of new technology that we're able to, from the installers there, a lot of people are doing virtual presentations to the homeowners. There's a lot of different things that we're learning from this and that we can do using technology. And I think that's going to be a great benefit to us when everything gets back to normal. If it gets back to normal, then we'll still be able to do those things, but we just have another arrow in our quiver for, other opportunities and things that we can do to, achieve our goals.
Absolutely. Well, you're a young father, and you must be enjoying the staycation with your new baby, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, I think that everything's a blessing in disguise, really. I mean, we had our baby February 14th. So I've been basically in quarantine. I mean, my wife's been in quarantine since February 14th. She had a C-section, and she was finally able to start driving again. And she was then shut down by the state of California that we can't be going anywhere. So we kind of got used to it, and it's really been a blessing in disguise. I mean, I'm sure I get on her nerves enough, but
Yeah.
all in all, she does like having me home, and I get to spend a lot more time with the kids. So that's a plus side of it. But just excited to be here. But I did tell her today, I was like, I really do need to get out and go see customers. So I hope we get to do that pretty soon.
Yeah, well, you guys do a lot of business, and you're a lot of fun over there at UNIrac. We miss you guys. We look forward to the next time we can get together closer than 6 feet away from home and back to business as usual. We thank you for your time, and I know you're busy, and you guys are adapting. I'm glad to hear your family as well. I thank UNIrac for its innovation and its culture and its service. I thank you again for your time. I encourage anyone that's listening or joining us now to join the Energy Independence Group. We'll be talking about solar and energy in general and how it can change the world and how the revolution in energy is here. And we appreciate everyone's time. We look forward to talking again, and stay safe, everyone. Thanks, Sean.
Likewise. Thanks, Wes. We'll talk to you guys.
All right. Man.